Hello everybody and welcome to my review of the Carnage Incarnate RE. I did some leveling with this, and to basically give a TLDR, it's fucking trash. Sure, having Rend be usable in bear form is nice, but it doesn't really add anything. As well as the tick rate of Carnage is not fast enough to properly spam swipe, as well as Carnage does not benefit from any rend modifier, so you can't benefit it with haste in any way. Not that you'd be able to reliably get that in tank form. That and the stacks are an issue. Stacking up 20 times. That's great in an AoE setting, except if you're spamming swipe, you'll either hit it too early or too late, thus wasting a global cooldown, because it doesn't tick fast enough. And 20 times is a lot. Even if you're tanking 5 mobs, you have to use that. So you have to use swipe 4 times. Sure, it becomes easier with the more you're tanking, but at the same time, you also die faster, and being unable to get the buff up that much faster, it leaves you defenseless. Another point I'd like to mention is that the healing from this is utter garbage. It has no scaling whatsoever, and if it does, it's piss poor. I believe in the 30s, if not all the way up into the 50s, each stack was only healing me for about 6 to 11. And the healing below 50% counteracts you trying to get to 20 stacks in the first place. So it's like, if you're below health, well then now it's even harder to stack, and thus you'll get the defensive healing bonus even less. And the duration of the 20 stack buff, I believe, is 3 or 4 seconds. And you cannot continue or start a new set of stacks to work towards a next 20 stack until the buff is over. So that's 2 to 3 extra swipes that you cannot work towards stacking your next buff. As for the AoE thing, I would say it needs either something to spread Carnage, or just change how it heals differently. Make swipe spread Carnage or something, kind of like Plague Bear but for bleeds. And instead of it consuming stacks to heal, just let it heal off of Carnage ticks, which would make it so much easier. Because then you're actually getting some level of sustain in between 20 stacks, and you don't have to rely on being below 50% health to heal, which further ruins stacking them in the first place. I'd also like to see it work with more abilities, perhaps, like Maul does nothing with it, Lacerate does nothing with it, even though Lacerate's probably a big bleed. Like, you could have fucking make Lacerate spread it, or Maul spread it. But some kind of AoE coverage would be nice, even though Swipe does that. As well as Taste of Blood. Wherever the fuck it is. Increases damage of your next swipe by 10%. With a cooldown of 4 seconds. That's terrible. Great, every tick you can do 10% more damage. That doesn't really help your threat at all, or damage at all. If it's supposed to be a tank RE, it's terrible. If it's supposed to be DPS RE, or some kind of sustained damage RE, it's equally terrible. It does nothing good and everything bad. I haven't tried it as a strength stack version, or just raw attack power, but that might be good. I guess you just wouldn't learn Dire Bear form for the threat generation, and then just go in on everything on stack strength. But then again, your Carnage, as far as I know, doesn't benefit from any rend modifiers. So it's like, okay. Then it's just swipe, maul, lacerate, mangle. And then you're just a really basic, boring bear that might do something every once in a while. I'd say if you're still interested in trying it, do it. The best way you can truly gauge how good it is or not is by trying it instead of listening to someone's word. But that's going to be it for this RE review thing. If you like it, feel free to subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.